Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And despite the country feeling sad and gloom from Sunday's final, now that we have certainty of what's going to be happening with England, that Gareth Southgate has resigned. And it seems that finally for a lot of England fans, there are more certainty about what's going to be next for England. Now, I personally think with Southgate, in terms of the overall tournament progression that England have, it's been better compared to the other previous managers. But I think some people have been overly critical of Southgate for his defensive-minded approach and tactics. And I think for a lot of England fans, especially against Spain, they sort of viewed it in that way, that we were a little bit, that England kind of sat back a little bit and just allowed Spain to add more pressure to us. So it does feel that's the way England fans have felt. And I kind of have like views of that as well, where I do kind of felt the same way as well. Because I think despite even we were getting into the stage where we got back into the game, we sat back despite making more attacking subs. So it did feel a little bit questionable. But now it seems the FA want to see a new direction. And I think Southgate kind of made the decision on himself that now he's resigned. So it's going to be now interesting to see what's going to be next for England in terms of the next manager they appoint. Now, a few England fans that I've been speaking to who spoke about the game felt that we were really shocking. Now, I don't personally share that view. I actually do think it was, most part of the game was an evenly contested game. I just think Spain tactically just got it right against us. They were able to keep the possession very well and, get some good piece of play going. Already made a video kind of talking about the game and the final. And I thought for England it could have been the tournament that could have won it, but it didn't. So you can check that video out if you really want to kind of get an insight of the game. But it's going to be now interesting to see where England goes, because I think for the squad there's a lot of good talent there, a lot of young talent. There's also like lots of players to compete for in the squad as well. So there were like a few players that didn't even make the starting squad for the Euros final. So I think for the next manager coming in, it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to view the squad and view some of the talent that we have. Because I think England do have some great talent, great young players, and it's going to be just interesting to see what's going to happen next. Now, I'm going to read some parts of the article that mentions about this. So this was Southgate's comment. So, as a proud Englishman, it's been an honour of my life to play for England and to manage England. It has meant everything to me and I have given it my all. But it's time for a change and for a new chapter. And then the Football Association also came out with their statement as well, that they're in the process of, getting a new manager in, and they're going to do this as soon as possible. And they say that the FA have an interim solution in place if it is needed, and will not comment further on the process until a new boss is appointed. And in terms of the list of candidates that they have, they say that the under-21 boss Lee Carsley could be a candidate for the interim solution. But they also mentioned some English managers as well, such as Eddie Howe, Graham Potter, and even Mauricio Pochettino among the favourites to replace Gareth Southgate. And there's also been some speculation around Jurgen Klopp and Thomas Tuchel being the next English manager. So I don't know whether it's going to be a case of another English manager or a non-English manager. Personally, I don't know if that's going to really make a difference. I think really the main thing is it's just the right person for the right role, I guess. It'll be interesting to see what Jurgen Klopp or Thomas Tuchel does. I think they're great managers. I know Thomas Tuchel didn't have his great final season at Bayern. And, Jurgen Klopp, he's left Liverpool with a good reputation. So it would actually be interesting to see what they could do and what they could bring into this side. Because, like I said, there's a lot of talent in this English team. So it'll be interesting to see what their take could be on that. But I'm not so sure with, management appointments like Eddie Howe and Graham Potter. It's just those appointments doesn't really fill me with a lot of enthusiasm. And as much as maybe Mauricio Pochettino, I think, could have been harshly sacked by Chelsea, I got the feeling that I don't know whether he would have been the right person either. But it's all just my opinion. It'll be interesting to know what your opinion is on who could be the next manager. And yeah, England have got certainty now. They want to go a new direction and appoint a new manager. So it does seem there is something more refreshing to see. I think Southgate has done the best job he could have done. Many people will criticise his tactics and everything, and that's fair enough. But in terms of the tournament progression for England, it's been an improvement. So it'll be interesting to see what the next manager could do to improve on that. And yeah, that's about it. See you later.